Sleep, the essential yet often elusive state of rest that we all crave and need, the ethereal veil that shields us from the waking world, offering a respite from our daily struggles and stresses, a sanctuary where the mind wanders freely and the body finds its much-needed rest. In this realm, we dream, we heal, and we grow. We surrender to its embrace each night, a necessary oblivion that rejuvenates our spirit and prepares us for the challenges of a new day. Sleep replenishes our energy, vital for survival. It is during these hours of rest that our bodies repair tissues, consolidate memories, and release growth hormones. Yet within this world of dreams, there lies a terrifying anomaly. Nightmares, those unsettling visions that can jolt us awake, remind us of the fragility of our peace. Sleep paralysis, a sinister state where consciousness returns, but the body remains captive. Muscles paralyzed, trapped, suspended between the realms of sleep and wakefulness, the mind, adrift, becomes susceptible to hallucinations, often terrifying.
The first sign, a crushing weight on my chest. It feels as though an invisible force is pressing down on me, making it hard to breathe. The room is dimly lit, shadows dancing on the walls, adding to the oppressive atmosphere. I can hear my own heartbeat, loud and erratic, echoing in my ears. I try to move, to cry out, but I'm frozen. My limbs feel like they are made of lead, heavy and unresponsive. Panic starts to set in as I realize I am completely immobilized. My mind is racing, but my body refuses to cooperate. I am trapped in my own skin, a prisoner of this terrifying paralysis. My eyes dart around the room, my heart pounding against my ribs. I can feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins, but it does nothing to alleviate the fear. Every shadow seems to take on a life of its own, morphing into sinister shapes that taunt me from the corners of the room. The darkness feels alive, closing in on me. A shadowy figure emerges in the corner, malevolent and undefined. It seems to grow larger, more menacing as it steps out of the darkness. Its presence is suffocating, filling the room with an overwhelming sense of dread. I can't make out any features, but I can feel its eyes on me, watching, waiting. Fear, raw and primal, grips me. It's a fear unlike any I've ever known, deep and all-consuming. My mind is screaming at me to run, to fight, but my body remains unresponsive. I am at the mercy of this terrifying entity, and there is nothing I can do to escape. I struggle against the paralysis, my breath caught in my throat. Each attempt to move feels like I'm pushing against an invisible barrier, one that grows stronger with each passing second. My breathing becomes shallow and labored, as if the very air is being sucked out of the room. The sense of helplessness is overwhelming. The figure seems to draw closer, its eyes boring into me. They are like burning coals, glowing with an eerie red light that pierces through the darkness. I can feel its malevolent intent, a cold, calculating presence that revels in my fear. It's as if it feeds off my terror, growing stronger as I grow weaker. The terror is all-consuming, a visceral experience that transcends mere fear. It's a primal, instinctual response, one that takes over every fiber of my being. My mind is a whirlwind of panic and dread, unable to focus on anything but the looming threat. I am lost in this nightmare, with no end in sight, and the only thing I can do is endure.
Finally, the paralysis recedes. The weight lifts off my chest and I can move again. It's like emerging from a deep, dark abyss, where time stands still and fear reigns supreme. I gasp for air, my body trembling uncontrollably. My heart races as if it's trying to escape my chest. The room feels both familiar and alien, a place of refuge turned into a prison. The shadowy figure vanishes, leaving behind a residue of fear. Its presence lingers in the corners of my mind, a haunting reminder of the terror that just unfolded. Sleep paralysis, a stark reminder of the mind's vulnerability in the face of the unknown. It's a battle between consciousness and the subconscious, where reality blurs and nightmares come alive. A chilling testament to the fragility of our waking reality. In these moments, we're reminded of how delicate the boundary is between our dreams and our waking life, and how easily it can be shattered.